Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect with Carmen Shepard. Well, Shepard's just been informed she is now the new captain of the Normandy. This is her new sweet ride right here. It's all hers. Do what she wants with it. Let's take it for a joyride. Let's find out what that is. Let's inspect the hull. Okay, hull looks all right. Let's inspect the thrusters. Okay, they look all right. I mean, it is a new ship. It better not break the first time we take it out. Still, wouldn't hurt to look. Let's inspect the weapons. Okay, they look all right. Okay, uh, so ship's now ours, and we are going to go out to Pharos. Human colonies under attack. Shepard's worried about these colonists. Wants to see if she can save them if they're still alive, and also, of course, track down Saren. I will say about the role playing here, I don't know why they don't really carry through with the dialogue options. I mean, you have the dialogue options to be distrustful and not like aliens and all, but then you're forced, nevertheless, regardless, to recruit at least one of Rex or Garrus. I mean, you just have to recruit them. And of course, Udina forces Tally down your throat, even if you don't want her. Udina says, take her along. So they don't carry through. And it makes more sense to recruit both Rex and Garrus, no matter what. Because by the time you get to Mass Effect 2, it's going to be the dialogue mostly assumes that Garrus was part of the crew in Mass Effect 1. And this, particularly in Mass Effect 3, the dialogue assumes Garrus was part of the crew. So, I mean, it just makes sense no matter what to recruit him. And in this case, Shepard has said, okay, we'll let you come along, but I'm keeping my eye on you. And the same with Rex, no matter what. I mean, you can just flat out not recruit Rex. I mean, let's say you wanted to get Erdnot Reeve instead in Mass Effect 2 and 3. But you couldn't bring yourself to shoot Rex or see him die in Mass Effect 1. Well, you could just simply not recruit him. But unfortunately, the dialogue is borked, where it pretty much assumes that you did recruit Rex and you knew who he was and everything, particularly in Mass Effect 3. So even if you're like, oh, I don't want to see Rex die, but I do want to see Erdnot Reeve, so I just won't recruit Rex. Well, it's going to make for a really poor dialogue, particularly in Mass Effect 3. So just go ahead, bite the bullet, even if you want to have Erdnot Reeve in 2 and 3, to go ahead, bite the bullet, recruit Rex, and then kill him in Mass Effect 1. Because otherwise your dialogue's going to be totally borked. So anyway, that's why I've got both of them on board, is because the dialogue later on is going to assume that we did have them on board, no matter what happens here. And I hope I haven't given away any spoilers about what's going to happen with the story here. But she's still like, besides, I think Rex made a fairly decent case about why he wanted to come along. He wasn't doing this for money. He wanted to do this to help the Krogan people. And that was something like Shepard could say, okay, fine. But now Rex is not going to be happy after I give this speech. You just watch Rex get all upset. Hello. Come on. Oh, come on.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
Heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Well, she feels bad about Anderson getting axed. I mean, she liked Anderson, respected Anderson. But I think maybe she's kind of like, I'm glad to have my own command. I mean, who wouldn't want their own new ship?
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Crew, this is Commander Shepard.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit.
None of the other species has the guts, grit, or balls to deal with this.
So it's up to us. We're the only ones who can stop Saren. I swear to you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
See, Rex crossed his arms. He didn't like that.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
What's outside? What's outside? What's out there? I don't know. We just got a whole lot of codex entries. What do we get? Okay, we got something on thrusters. We got something on armor. What do we get over here?
Kinetic. A mass accelerator propels a solid metal.
I looked outside and I didn't get anything. I hit up 3 different things outside and 1 thing in here, and I only got 3 new entries. Shouldn't I have gotten 4? Oh well.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Why don't they have an I agree? I mean, here you get all these dialogue options for Shepard to play human first and yada yada, but then, I mean, you can't really agree with Presley here.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
And, I mean, you have to recruit these guys. I'd like to see more consistency in the themes involved. I think the best role-playing experience is Dragon Age 2, which is a constant. Do you support the Templars or do you support the Mages? Do you support security or do you support freedom? And that applies to the Qun as well. I mean, should people be free to join the Qun, or should we look out for the Qun and be wary of them because they're a threat to security? I mean, I think on the whole, Dragon Age 2 does a pretty decent job of having Hawk go either one way or the other, either leaning towards freedom or leaning towards security. Here, they say, oh, well, you can have somewhat this anti-alien Shepard, and then yet you can't really. Let's see if this guy's got any,
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
You never have anything decent. You know that guy. You never have anything good. Come down here. I hope to find some Casa Turian armor, but no. Alright. Oh, I can't really equip these guys until I level them. Whatever. Let's start with the Turian.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to... I understand, Commander.
That's not... I really wanted Shepard to basically say, you don't get to do things your way, you do them my way. Rex, why do you make me drag conversation out of you? I actually went through a whole playthrough once. Actually, I think I have a recorded playthrough where I basically... He told me, go, if you want stories, go ask the Quarian, and I basically said, okay, fine. I'll go talk to the Quarian.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Yeah, and I did. I said, okay, fine. I'll go talk to the Quarian, and I never talked to Rex again.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
I think all three of these say the same.
Seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
You're still here. Can't be all that bad.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Yeah, well, if you'd rather fight for credits than cure this disease, then stop complaining about the frickin' disease.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Every Krogan you ever meet whines and bellyaches about the genophage, and yet they don't really give a crap.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Do you agree with her spying on our stuff?
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally, I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Now what do we got?
Faster than larger warships are general. The Normandy is a prototype star. The Mako infantry, a virtual. Omni tools are
now, where did I
handheld
get
devices
that from?
that combine a computer microframe.
I don't know. Where did I get that from? I don't know.
Combat hard.
I guess body armor? I don't know. And what did we get new here? Ooh, the Krogan rebellions.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I don't like the idea of aliens studying the architecture of Alliance ships.
We're on the same side here. My people have more reason to hate the Geth than anyone, remember? But you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship as advanced as the Normandy.
I didn't bring you along to admire my ship.
I know why I'm here. I'll do whatever I can to help you stop Saren and drive his Geth armies back beyond the Veil.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
You had to know it would blow up in your face.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You're the ones who started the war. The Geth were just fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Why does Shepard automatically have to side with the Geth? What is this? I don't get it. The Geth were just defending themselves. Why can't Shepard say something along the lines of, well, it's too bad you failed in shutting them down in time? Why can't... I mean, every one of those 3 choices previously were basically siding with the Geth. Shouldn't one of the choices be side with the Quarians, one of the choices side with the Geth, and one choice be neutral? I'm afraid to ask about this thing. She's going to go on about the Conclave and the Admiralty Board, and I don't know. Let's ask, but hopefully we won't get the whole spiel.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Yeah, before you go on about the Conclave and the Admiralty Board, yada, 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 yada. I like how one person commented, next time I gotta talk to Dad, I gotta bring a chair.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Alright, well that's enough.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Like me leaving. Oh, what's this? Field integrity monitor. Okay. And there's something, element 0 core. Alright, well, that's enough for this episode. I didn't exhaust Tally's entire dialogue there, but it gets pretty damn boring, quite frankly. Anyway, that's enough for this episode. Until next time, have a nice day.